The real new news, were that Lee Harvey Oswald and Jack Ruby met a couple of weeks before the thing, and the relationship between James Angleton, that he was the chief of counterintelligence sector of the CIA, with Israel, and those were, to me, the most important new things that
There
came.
was also something else, though. There
JFK
was also the confirmation from Russia that Lee Harvey Oswald was no good shooter and could have never pulled it off on his own. So
don't
that
say
is
Israel. Don't say Israel. Israel. On the intro, it says 3 times, but don't say Israel, because Israel now is our ally. So, I mean, is Israel?
No, but it's not a question. It's not a question. Listen, I think that when it comes down to the early 60s, it was about anti-communism. It was about anti-communism. It was about staying in two blocks. And when Kennedy started to see it in a different way, he immediately argued with Dulles, the head of the CIA. And this argue might have led almost certainly to his death. That is what a lot of people don't say, because there was actually an order on the table for Alan Dulles, who is the first civilian director of the CIA, to leave the CIA. But then he stayed for a number of years after, So I have, detailed in my book all this, and I also detailed the role of this other figure, which is also left out of the files, which is one of the most important figures. This guy here, which is a testimony, is bringing his testimony also during the scandal, of course, that involved Nixon. This guy here, this American intelligence officer called Howard Hunt, is basically the guy who was in charge, apparently, of the whole operation in Dallas.